He's at the rink this morning and participating in meetings. He has an extra morning off. As far as I've been told he will, yep.
Middle net rankings of Sakara and Russell, almost 1,200 NHL winners. Just how valuable they are to your overall attack, both front and back?
Good question, good observation. If you compare our group now to where we were last year with some of the inexperience we have, those two together make a huge difference. And defensively, they're stable. Rusty blocks a lot of shots. Sakara is calm with the puck. There's a calmness to both of them. And offensively, they can both contribute as well. So we feel good in all three zones with that pair on the ice.
Last game, the Nazar Padre obviously got into Connor's pitch a little bit. You look at that's just something he's gonna have to battle through, or you try to protect him a little bit.
Well, sometimes it's easier to get the match you want on the road because if Nazem's going to check against Connor, as soon as Connor comes out or he's not out, they change and they just match. So, but I look at Ryan Kessler, Anssi Kopitar, Jamie Benn, a number of these high-end players that Connor has to play against every night, and he's done a real good job against all of those players. Sometimes you've got to play through it, and sometimes our checkers need to do a good job on their skill as well.
Todd, were you at all put off with Mike's comments after that game in Toronto?
Well, if you know Mike as well as I do, he's an emotional guy, and it was an emotional game for both teams. And I got a nice call from him after. It wasn't the way he wanted it to come out. And I will say this, I used to work for a really good coach that used to always tell me, it's really hard to coach in the league, just coach your own team. So...
It's another one of those, for lack of a better word, hype games, Connor versus this time it's Matthews. How does Connor handle these games where there's extra attention, whether it's Eichel or Laine or now it's Matthews again tonight?
I think it's every night. It just happens to be Toronto and we're all sitting here, but we can go to Dallas and the media is asking me the same question. It's Jamie Benn. We can go to Colorado and it's Matt Duchene and Nate McKinnon, and it's every night for him. It doesn't change a lot. He's got a very even keel. He has a tendency to rise to the occasion, but the occasion happens to be 82 times a year right now, in my opinion.
There are some nights where he's all over it, seems to always have the puck and be buzzing, and there's other nights where he maybe picks his spots. Is there a difference that you see in his play between those two nights? Something he's doing different?
No, I think it's the human element of our game. He is that good, and you notice those moments. You might not notice it with our second leading scorer or our third leading scorer, but you focus on that individual so much that you notice that, and it's a credit to him. He's that good. Some nights you have it, some nights you don't, even when you're the best player.
Is he getting better, Todd? How do you see it?
I think he's getting better. He's he's almost made his 82 game run, or has he now? I don't know what my math is. I'm from Saskatchewan, so. But we would be close to those 82 games, and he's almost made his full season run through the league. He's played basically now against every team and has experienced every team's 1 and 2 defenseman, number 1 goaltender, and their best checker. And he finds ways to get it done most nights. Interestingly enough, when he's not getting it done on those nights, and he has those days that Ryan talked about, we need a little bit of an uplift from some of our others. And I think our team is still in that, Connor will do it, let's watch him, where we need to pick it up a little bit from some others.
What do you think's harder for Connor, to go against the defenseman or center?
They happen to be on the ice at the same time, so all three. The other night, Tip had 2 pairs of D and 2 lines that he wanted to play against him, so there's no getting away from a match. But usually all 3 are on the ice at the same time.
Well, into the new arena here, how is your team adapt? Do you think it's specifically Connor, do you see him having a comfort level in his new moment?
Well, team-wise, I think it's more important. we are getting familiar with our surroundings. We're getting comfortable with it. We'd like our home record to be a little better than it has been. But it is an incredible building. We're all very proud of it, not just the hockey team, but the city as a whole. There's a number of events that happen here over and above the Oil Kings and the Oilers, and we're very proud of it. You just got to walk around and take a peek, and I think you'll leave saying, wow.
You guys, you having the last change tonight, do you think it'll be more of a focus on Connor by committee as opposed to the last time you guys met? Or Connor was the
No, I think Kadri will be out there against Connor a lot tonight. Like I said earlier, it's sometimes harder to it's easier to match on the road because you can't go through 3 changes. You start Connor, you pull him off, you put him back out. Your bench is just in disarray, and the other guys have to play too. So I think at times it's tougher to match at home or to get away from a match at home. Obviously, when we were on the road, we could play him on different lines. They weren't sure whether he was coming off or not. Drop the puck, play the game, and let the best players play.
And then that last game and the whole Matthews and McDavid thing, it didn't really live up to its billing, but what have you seen from some of these young players? I mean, do they look for that moment?
Well, they do, and the month that we spent with that Team North America was phenomenal. It was a great experience for everybody involved, from the coaches, trainers, players, to see the skill level and the courage that those players approach each game with. We'd like to see that played all the time, but it's just not possible.